right? So this is Professor Nagama explained about the IESL, and I will explain about some other things. So what is a professional body? What is a regulatory body? And the role of IESL and the professional ethics and duty of engineers. Now, after obtaining the degree, you can have a job in the industry. But technology is changing very fast. Then how you can update your knowledge? But the university will not look after you passed out from the university. So you need a body to support you. That is a professional body. For instance, Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka. It's a professional body. One of the things they will do is the update to your knowledge with the changing technologies. So very important professions are regulated by the government. So apart from the professional bodies, the government also regulate. So the government rules and regulations will be there to practice in some professions. For instance, the Engineering Council in Sri Lanka is there. It's a government body. It's not a professional body. For doctors, they have the Medical Council of Sri Lanka. Now, in the Medical Council, a doctor cannot practice without registering in the Medical Council. That is the license given them to practice. Similarly, Engineering Council is the body to issue a license to practice for engineers. So without registering in the Engineering Council, it is illegal to practice as an engineer in Sri Lanka. So then how you can register there? Actually, the Engineering Council is not giving membership. It's a license. It's a registration. So, but all professions do not have regulatory bodies. So very, very important professions have the regulatory bodies. So professional bodies and their functions. Professor Ramagamu explained about this one. It's a private body. It's not belong to government. It's non-commercial organization. That means their main intention is not for earn profit. And it's a member-driven. They collect the money from the members and they elect a council from the election, and they appoint a president, and annually they appoint their council. So they will govern the professional body. They have their own laws constituted by members at the AGM, and enrolling members for different categories based on qualifications and experience. Professor Nagama explained about the different categories in the IESL. So in addition to that, some professional bodies accredit education programs and provide knowledge update programs. But all professional bodies are not doing all these things. So sometimes they have a professional body only. Now, Engineering Council, the Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka has another important thing. It is not just a professional body. It was passed from Act of Parliament. There are very few professional bodies. They pass from Act of Parliament. So then what are the main functions of professional body? It's explained educational standards. They also maintain the industrial standards, and they represent the professions and different forums, and support members to update their knowledge. This is very, very important. Even you are student level, you can member in the IESL and you can update your knowledge. Continuing professional development, the training there, seminars there, conferences are there, professional discussions are there, webinars there, journals, newsletter they issue, research paper they issue. I heard that Professor Namagamo told when he was in the final year, he participated all the seminars in the IESL. So those days, the technology was not there. So you have to go to the IESL physically. Now there are so many webinars available. You can participate from anywhere. So you have that facility. So therefore, I also recommend you to become a student member and get advantages of these things. Now, these are some of the professional bodies in Sri Lanka: Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka, Institute of Chartered Accountant of Sri Lanka, Institute of Management of Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. So some of them are not passed from Act of Parliament. ISL is a professional body passed from Act of Parliament. I think Chartered Institute also passed from Act of Parliament. So in addition to that, there are international professional bodies. They have branches in all over the country. For instance, the IET, Institution of Engineering and Technology. So electrical engineering students can become, or the electronic engineering, computer engineering, they also can become member of the IET. There is a branch of IET in Sri Lanka also. So you don't, it doesn't want to be only, you can be a member of only one's professional body. You can be a member of any professional body. So I am a member of ISL, I am a member of IET, I am fellows all these organizations. I am a member of British Computer Society. I am a member of IEEE. So IMECI is another one in the UK. IC is a civil engineers related professional body in UK. IEEE is mainly for the computer and the electronic area, and Institute of Engineers Australia. I think the IEEE had the student chapters also, student sections in the universities also for the electrical, electronic, and the computer engineering students. So you can be member of these institutions also. Now, ISL member categories, Professor Nagama explained: student member, when you're undergraduate, you can become a student member. Affiliate member, 3 engineering degree, associate engineer, 4 engineering. Once you obtain your competencies, you can become a corporate member of the chartered engineer. So it's a member, or further, when you get the superior experience, you can be a fellow of the ISL. Then I will come to the regulatory body. The Engineering Council is a regulatory body. It's a public organization or the government agency. So it is also established after passing the Act of Parliament, and it is has some judicial powers also. So they have the legal powers. So their rules and regulations are applicable to the whole country. For professional bodies, rules and regulations are applicable only for the members. So regulatory bodies are set up to exercise, imposing requirements, conditions, or restrictions, sets out the standard for activities, enforcing in these areas to obtaining compliance. In some regular bodies, you have to get the compliances there. A regulatory body might also be referred to as a regulatory agency, regulatory authority, or regulator. Now, for the Engineering Council Sri Lanka, it's one of the compliances is those who are practicing as engineering practitioner, they have to register in the Engineering Council Sri Lanka. So their primary goal is to serve the public. It's not only for members. There are no members in the regulatory body. It is their primary purpose is to serve the public or the society and maintain national standards. So establish the basis of legal mandate or legislation. These are some of the regulatory bodies. They are TRCSL, Consumer Affairs Authority, Public Utility Commission, Sri Lanka Medical Council, Engineering Council Sri Lanka. So Engineering Council Sri Lanka, they are maintained the professional standards, and I will explain that one, conduct of engineering practitioners. Internationally, there are some other engineering councils in every country normally. UK, you have India, Bangladesh, Malaysia. So normally every country we have. This is the inauguration ceremony of the ECSL. So you can see the Professor Sarat Abekoni, former Vice Chancellor of Peradeniya University, also is an engineer. He was the first chairman of the Engineering Council Sri Lanka. This was inaugurated by the then president on 17 September 2019. So this office is in the Columbus 7 irrigation building. So this is the act passed from the parliament, and These are the responsibilities of the Engineering Council Sri Lanka: maintenance of professional status of engineering practitioners, maintenance of professional conduct, they have to maintain the standards of engineering practitioners and the conduct of engineers. So this is very, very important. I will touch this one. So if there is a misconduct, they can punish. The registration of all categories of engineering practitioners, provide for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto. This is a legal term. This was taken from the Act. So that means anything connected to this area, they are responsible for that term. But from all these things, what we expect contribute to the socio-economic development of the country. Although we have all these things, if we are not contributing to the socio-economic development of the country, then there is no use. So these are the practitioner categories. There are 6 categories, not only the engineers. So chartered engineer, associate engineer, affiliate engineer. Then another 2 categories, incorporated engineer and engineering diplomates and engineering technicians. Actually, this registration of these first 3 categories are coming through the IESL. So we cannot directly register them in the Engineering Council. So first they have to get the membership of the IESL, then they have to get the registration in the Engineering Council. Therefore, these 2 institutions, Engineering Council Sri Lanka and IESL, are going together. So even you get the membership with the IESL, you cannot practice in Sri Lanka. You have to get the registration. Otherwise, it is illegal to practice in Sri Lanka. So registration of the Engineering Council, you cannot do directly. You have to get the membership of the IESL. So there is another institution called the Institution of Incorporated Engineers. So these 2 categories, registration are doing through that institution. And engineering technicians, we are directly registering them. So who are these 6 categories? The chartered engineer means the chartered engineer of IESL. So Professor Navagapu mentioned that once you become the chartered engineer, you will get a seal from the IESL. So you can use that seal. But still, the seal's validity is available if you register in the Engineering Council only. But the Engineering Council chartered engineer means the IESL chartered engineer. Then the associate engineer, that is the associate member of the IESL. To become an associate member of IESL, you have to have a 4-year full-time degree or equivalent recognized by the IESL. So there are many degrees, and there are many universities are there, but all their degrees, engineering degrees, should be recognized by the IESL. And the affiliate engineer is the affiliate member of IESL. Then the incorporated engineer is the incorporated engineer of double IESL. The engineer diplomate is the diploma in engineering recognized by the double IESL or their diplomate membership. Engineering technician, this is the normally neglected area in Sri Lanka. They don't have a professional body also. So they are the say the electrician, carpenters, the masons, they are the technician level people. They have to get the NVQ4 for the registration of Engineering Council Sri Lanka. Then I want to just mention about your profession. Yeah, after you completing your degree, you are going to the industry and you will practice as a professional. So are you going to do a job or profession? There is a difference between a job. So everything you are doing can be job, but all jobs are not professions. So profession is a type of job that requires advanced education and training. So engineering is a profession. It is advanced education and training. That's why you are getting a 4-year engineering degree. Then only you can become an engineer. So it's a profession. And also a group of individuals sharing the same occupation organized to work in an ethically permissible way. So they can be grouped, that is the professional bodies, and they say, okay, we have to perform our jobs in ethical manner. So then they have a code of conduct or the code of ethics. So member of profession set and follow special standards for the carrying on their occupational work. So you cannot work as you wish. You have to always maintain the standards. So if you are going to build a 15-story building, so you have to have your standards, and the standards are very important. And It is core, it's meant to an indicator of trust and expertise. What are the attributes of profession? The work that requires sophisticated skills, use of intellectual judgment, and the exercise of discretion, and work that is not routine and cannot be mechanized. So always, once you become a chartered engineer, you have to face the complex engineering problem. That means it was not came earlier. So therefore, you have to use your expertise, knowledge, and find out solution for those problems. So membership in the profession requires extensive recognized formal education, not simply practical training or apprenticeship. The public allows special societies, institutes, or organizations that are controlled by members of the profession to set standards for admission to the profession, to set standard of conduct for members and enforce these standards. So that you have to abide to the code of ethics of that particular professional body. Significant public good results from the practice of the profession. So public will trust on you when the society always accept an engineer. So they respect you because they know to become a professional, engineering professional, it is not so easy. And most of the professions tend to be relatively well compensated. That means so you can get a very good remuneration package, not only in Sri Lanka, in all over the country. And the professional, I explained about the profession. Professional is a person who carries out a special type of job that needs a high level of education and training in the specific domain. So he can be a member of professional group, and this thing I explained actually. Then finally, I want to mention about the professional ethics. Professional ethics are the principles that govern the behavior of a person or group in a business environment. So you have a code of ethics in the ISL as well as the code of ethics in the Engineering Council Sri Lanka. So it like values professional ethics provide rules on how a person should act towards other people and institutions in such an environment. It is codified, that means the listed, and all those in a particular group will follow the same code. So this is the final message I want to give you. Always maintain professional standards and maintain professional ethics. So you have a module in the final year, one module completely, it's a professional ethics. So even the Washington Accord mentioned that the professional ethics should be included in the program. And you are going to serve to society. Always keep in your mind all these knowledges you are going to use in the society. Therefore, society is expecting very big things from you. That's why even if a doctor or engineer mentions something wrong, if they have something wrong, it is appearing in the media, this engineer has done this one, or doctor has done this one, because society never expects any wrong things from such professionals. So, but they expect a very good service from you. So you have to serve to the society. So this is the beginning of your journey to a respectable profession. You are going to be a member of a respectable profession. The public bear your course fee. So suppose you are going to pay your course fee to the University of Moratuwa, how much you have to pay? So it's a big amount, maybe about 3 million rupees. So who will pay for you? That is public pay for you. Therefore, public or the society expect a lot of things from you. Please keep in your mind that one, and then you support to the public as much as possible. And whatever the things you do, always think about the public. So you may get a lot of experience, a lot of authority, but when you are using this authority, always think about the public. Okay, that's all I want to tell you. I think the time is past.
Okay. Thank you, Engineer Chitakti Silva. I would suggest that if you could briefly explain it in Sinhala too, so that those who are struggling with English, since it is the first few days, and I will ask Dr. Logishan to translate it.
So I want to do it in Sinhala, brief it.
Yeah, that would be better. Yeah. Then Dr. Logishan will follow
maybe the message
in Tamil.
you can talk.
Yeah. Messages. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Dr. Logeshan will do it the same time. Oh.
No, afterwards.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. දැන් අපි කතා කරුවා මම මික්ස් එකෙන් කතා කරන්නේ නැත්නම් තමයි තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ප්‍රොෆෙෂනල් බොඩි එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? ඒ වගේම රෙගියුලේටරි බොඩි එකක් කියන්නේ කොහොමද? එහෙම නැත්නම් නියාමන කොමිසමක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක. ඉංජිනේරින් කියන එක ඉතාමත් වැදගත් වෘත්තියක්. ලෝකයේ තියෙන පැරණිතම වෘත්තියක්. ඒ වගේම ලොකු රෙස්පෙක්ට් එකක් තියෙන වෘත්තියක්. මේ වෘත්තිය තුලින් අපිට විශාල සේවයක් අපේ සමාජයට කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා. මේ කිරීමේදී මේ වෘත්තිය ගැන හොඳ දැනුමක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒකට නිකම්ම ඉංජිනේර කෙනෙක් වෙන්න බෑ. ඒ සඳහා අවශ්‍ය දැනුම ලබා ගන්න এডুকেෂන් ක්වොලිෆිකේෂන්. ඒක නිසා ඒක සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අවුරුදු 4ක ෆුල් ටයිම් කෝස් එකක්. ඒ කෙරුවට පස්සේ තමයි අවශ්‍ය වෙන තියරිටිකල් නොලෙජ් එක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ලැබෙන්නේ. ඒක ලැබුණාට පස්සේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට හම්බ වෙනවා ඉංජිනේර කියන පෝස්ට් එක. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ එතනදී සමාජයට යනවා. සමාජයට ගියාට පස්සේ ගිහිල්ලා දැන් මේ රැකියාව කරනකොට මේ ෆීල්ඩ් එක ඉතාමත් වේගෙන් වෙනස් වෙන ෆීල්ඩ් එකක්. ඒක නිසා හැම තිස්සෙම මේකේ නොලෙජ් එක අප්ඩේට් කරගන්න ඕනේ. දැන් මම ඩිග්‍රී ගත්ත 1983 ඒ කාලේ ගන්නකො සමහර ඒවා මේ වෙනකොට ඔබ්සලීට්. එතකොට අපි අප්ඩේට් කරගෙන තිබුණ නැත්නම් අපිට රැකියාව කරන්න අමාරුයි. ඊළඟට අපි මේ සෑම දෙයක්ම යම්කිසි ප්‍රමිතියකට අනුව ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ් එකකට අනුව කරන්න ඕනේ. හැමතිස්සම අපි ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ්ස් ෆලෝ කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒ වගේම මේ ඉංජිනේර්ස්ලා අයිති වෙන එක්තරා පවුලක සමාජික හැටියට. ඒතර ඒ සමාජිකයෝ වැඩ කරන්න ඕනේ කොහොමද කියන එක. ඒ වගේම ඒගොල්ලෝ මොන නීතිද පිළිපදින්න ඕනේ කියන එක ඒ ප්‍රොෆෙෂනල් බොඩිස් වලින් දාගෙන තියෙනවා. ඒකට කියනවා කෝඩ් ඔෆ් එතික්ස් කියලා ඒවට. IESL කියලා කියන්නේ ලංකාවේ තියෙන ප්‍රධානතම ඉංජිනේරින් ආයතනය. ඒ වගේම ලීගලි ඇක්සෙප්ට් කරලා තියෙන ඉංජිනේරු ප්‍රොෆෙෂනල් බොඩි එක. තව තියෙනවා පිටරටවල තියෙන ඒවාත් ශ්‍රී ලංකන් බ්‍රාන්චස් තියෙනවා. ඒතර ඕගොල්ලන්ට මේවා ඉනිෂියලි ස්ටුඩන්ට් මෙම්බර් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒවා කිරීම තුළින් ඕගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් වෙනවා ඒ සීනියර් ඉංජිනේර්ස්ලාත් එක්ක වැඩ කරන්න. ඒ වගේම අලුත් තාක්ෂණය ගැන ඉගෙන ගන්න. ඒ වගේ ගොඩාක් වාසි තියෙනවා. ඊළඟට ඉංජිනේරින් කවුන්සිල් එක ඒ පැත්තෙන් බැලුවම ඒක නියාමන ආයතනයක්, ඒක රජයේ ආයතනයක්, ඒක මේන්ටේන් කරන්න රජයේ මුදලින්. එතකොට ඒ රජයේ ඒක පාර්ලිමේන්තු පනතකින් ඒකපත් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒකේ තියෙන නීති රීති වලට අනුව තමයි වැඩ කරන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට සෑම ඉංජිනේරුවෙක්ම ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කිරීම සඳහා ශ්‍රී ලංකාව තුළ මේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා ඉංජිනේරු ආයතනයේ රෙජිස්ටර් වෙන්න ඕනේ. ලියාපදිංචිය ලබා ගන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම නැතුව කරුවොත් ඒක නීති විරෝධී හැටියට තමයි සැලකන්නේ. ඉතින් මේකේ කැටගරිස් 6ක් තියෙනවා. ඒ කැටගරිස් 6 මම පැහැදිලි කරුවා. ඒතර ඕගොල්ලන්ට ලැබෙන්නේ පාස් අවුට් වුණාට පස්සේ ඇසෝසියේට් ඉංජිනේර් කියන කැටගරි එක. ඉතින් ඒ වගේම අවසානයේදී අපිට සමාජයට යම්කිසි සේවයක් කිරීමට අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා. එතකොට අපිට ලොකු ඔතොරිටි එකක් ලැබෙනවා ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකට ගියාට පස්සේ. උදාහරණ වශයෙන් ගත්තොත් පාරක් පළල් කරලා හදනවනම් ඒ තියෙන ගෙවල් ටික ඔක්කොම කඩලා දාන ඔතොරිටි එකක් තියෙනවා. නමුත් ඒවා කිරීමේදී සමාජයට කොයි විදිහටද බලපාන්නේ කියන එකත් අපි බලන්න ඕනේ. ඒ නිසා අපි ප්‍රායෝගික වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඉංජිනේර කෙනෙක් වුණාම ලීඩර් කෙනෙක් එයාට පුළුවන් වෙන හොඳ කමියුනිකේෂන් ඇබිලිටිස් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැමෝම එකම කතා කරලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට පැහැදිලි කරන්න, ඒගොල්ලෝව දැනුවත් කිරීම සිදු කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා. ඒක නිසා ඒ වගේම ටීම් වර්ක් එකක් හැටියට වැඩ කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ නිසා ඉංජිනේර කෙනෙක් ඒ දැනුම ලබා ගත්තට පස්සේ අපි කියනවා කම්පිටන්සි ලබා ගත්තයි කියලා. ඒ කම්පිටන්සි ලබා ගත්තට පස්සේ තමයි චාර්ටර්ඩ් ඉංජිනේර කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ පරිපූර්ණ ඉංජිනේර කෙනෙක් බවට පත් වෙන්නේ චාර්ටර්ඩ් ඉංජිනේර වුණාට පස්සේ, වරලත් ඉංජිනේරුවෙක් වුණාට පස්සේ. ඉතින් හැමතිස්සෙම ඉංජිනේර කෙනෙක් වුණාම අපි එතිකල් වෙන්න ඕනේ. මොකද සමාජය බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මේගොල්ලෝ කොහොම වැදගත් මිනිස්සු, මේගොල්ලෝ වැදගත් විදිහට රැකියාව කරයි කියලා. ඒකම අපි කිසි වෙලාවක රහසින්වත් වැරද්දක් කරන්න නරකයි. ඒ කියන්නේ අපේ ඉන්ටිග්‍රිටි කියන එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් මේවා තුලින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ අවුරුදු 4කින් යුනිවර්සිටි එකෙන් පාඨමාලාව හදාarලා යනවා. ඒ යනකොට සමාජයට ලොකු සේවයක් කරන්න හිතාගෙන යන්න. යුනිවර්සිටි එක තුලදී ඉගෙන ගන්න ටික දැනුම ඇතුව හොඳට ඉගෙන ගන්න. ඒ දැනුම සමාජයේ ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකට ගියාට පස්සේ ඒක පාවිච්චි කරන්න. ඒ වගේම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පස්සේ එන කට්ටිය ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ගයිඩ් කරලා මේ රෙස්පෙක්ටබල් ප්‍රොෆෙෂන් එක ඒ රෙස්පෙක්ට් එක තියාගෙන මේ රට දියුණු කිරීම සඳහා සමාජීය ආර්ථිකය දියුණු කිරීම සඳහා යොදා ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක තමයි දෙන්න ඕනේ මෙසේජ් එක. right, thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Chitak. So, Dr. Logi,
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Tilak De Silva, for the wonderful explanation. Let me summarize the same message in the Tamil. வணக்கம். என்னென்றால் இவங்க இன்றைக்கு ப்ரெசன்டேஷன்ல கதைச்சது என்னென்றால் ஐஎஸ்எல் சம்பந்தமான பொடியும் சார்ட்டர்ட் என்ஜினியரிங் என்றால் என்ன, அது ஏன் தேவை என்றதுக்கான ஒரு சாராம்சம் தான் இன்றைக்கு இந்த ப்ரெசன்டேஷன்ல சொன்னவங்க. இதுல வந்து நீங்க இப்ப என்ஜினியரிங் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிக்க நீங்க இங்க 4 வருஷம் படிக்கிறீங்க, தியரட்டிக்கல் நாலேஜ். அடுத்தது மோஸ்ட்லி நீங்க வந்து படிக்க போறது வந்து தியரட்டிக்கல், ரைட்? நீங்க தியரி படிச்சுட்டு நீங்க வெளியில போய் என்ஜினியரா வேலை செய்ய உங்களுக்கு யூ வில் ஸ்டார்ட் டு ஒர்க் ஆஸ், நீங்க வந்து என்ன சொல்ற, ஒரு என்ஜினியரா வேலை செய்ய வெளிக்கிடுவீங்க. அந்த டைம்ல உங்களுக்கு இருக்கிற தியரட்டிக்கல் நாலேஜ் அதை நீங்க விருத்தி செய்து கொண்டோனும், இப்பயுமே அப்டேட் பண்ணி கொள்றதால. இப்போ உதாரணத்துக்கு நீங்க இந்த யூனிவர்சிட்டில இருந்து வெளியே போயிக்க நீங்க ஒரு என்ஜினியரிங் கிராஜுவேட்டா தான் வெளியே போவீங்களே தவிர பியூர் என்ஜினியரா இல்லை. நீங்க பியூர் என்ஜினியரா ஆகுறது வந்து இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில நீங்க ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம், ரைட்? அப்ப கண்டினியூஸ்லி நீங்க உங்களை தயார்படுத்தி கொள்ளணும். தொடர்ந்து நீங்க வாரம் புது புது டெக்னாலஜிஸுக்கு நீங்க உங்களை தயார்படுத்தி கொள்றது மூலமா தான் நீங்க இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில ஒரு நல்ல என்ஜினியரா வரையல. ஸோ அதை வந்து நீங்க அந்த கோட் ஆஃப் எத்திக்ஸ் அண்ட் ஒரு என்ஜினியர்ஸ் ஃபாலோ பண்ண வேண்டிய ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயம். அதை நீங்க ஒர்க் பண்ணிக்க ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும். அதே நேரம் எல்லா நாட்டிலையும் என்ஜினியர்ஸை ஸ்டாண்டர்டைஸ் பண்றதுக்கு, ஒரு தராதரப்படுத்துறதுக்குன்னு சொல்லி ஒரு ஆர்கனைசேஷன் ஒரு இருக்குது. அந்த விதத்துல ஐஎஸ்எல்ன்றது இலங்கையில இருக்கிற ஒரு ஆர்கனைசேஷன். அது வந்து ஸ்ரீலங்கால இருந்து கிராஜுவேட் ஆகிற என்ஜினியர்ஸுக்கு அது ஒரு ரெகக்னிஷனை கொடுக்குது. ஸோ அதுல வந்து நீங்க வந்து 4 வருஷம் கழிச்சு கிராஜுவேட் ஆனதுக்கு பிறகு உங்களுக்கு அசோசியேட் மெம்பர் ஒரு பொசிஷன், நீங்க அதுல போய் ரெஜிஸ்டர் ஆகலாம். அந்த ஐஎஸ்எல் ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணினா மட்டும்தான் எந்த விதமான ஒரு அரசாங்க உத்தியோகத்துக்கு நீங்க போயேக அது ஒரு கட்டாயமான ஒரு இதா கேட்பாங்க. இதுவரைக்கும் பிரைவேட்டுக்கு அது தேவை இல்லை. ஆனால் நீங்க ஒரு அரசாங்க உத்தியோகத்துக்கு போகணும்னு சொன்னால் கட்டாயம் ஐஎஸ்எல் மெம்பர்ஷிப் இருக்க வேணும். இப்போ நீங்க ஐஎஸ்எல் மெம்பர்ஷிப் எடுத்துட்டு அசோசியேட்டா நீங்க தொடர்ந்து என்ஜினியரா நீங்க வேலை செய்து கொண்டு வரையக அடுத்த கட்டம் வந்து அசோசியேட் என்ஜினியர். சாரி, அசோசியேட் என்ஜினியருக்கு அடுத்தது வந்து சார்ட்டர்ட் என்ஜினியர்ன்றது வந்து நீங்க வந்து ஒரு ப்ரொஃபஷனல் என்ஜினியரா ஆயிட்டீங்க அப்படி என்று சொல்றதுக்குரிய ஒரு சர்டிபிகேஷன், ரைட்? அது வந்து நிறைய விதத்துல செய்யலாம். நீங்க வேலை செய்யிட்டு இருக்கீங்க, நீங்க அதுல ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்ட் செய்யணும், நீங்க கோட் ஆஃப் எத்திக்ஸை ஃபாலோ பண்ணி ஒரு என்ஜினியரிங் ப்ராக்டிஸ் செய்யணும், அதுக்கு பிறகு ஒரு சீனியர் இன்ஜினியர் சைன் எடுத்து தென் நீங்க அதை ப்ரூவ் பண்றது மூலமா உங்களுக்கு ஐஎஸ்எல் பாடி தான் உங்களுக்கு சார்ட்டர்ட்ன்றதை என்ஜினியரிங் என்ற ஒரு டிகிரி உங்களுக்கு தரப்போகுது. ஸோ நீங்க இங்க யூனிவர்சிட்டியில இருந்து வெளியே போய்க்க நீங்க ஒரு கிராஜுவேட் என்ஜினியரா வெளியே போவீங்க. போனதுக்கு பிறகு நீங்க வந்து ஐஎஸ்எல் ஆலதான் ரெகனைஸ் பண்ணப்படுவீங்க. அதுக்கு மேல நீங்க போகணும் என்றால் ப்ரொஃபஷனல் என்ஜினியர் வெளிநாடுல சொல்றாங்க, இங்க நாங்க சார்ட்டர்ட் என்ஜினியர்னு சொல்றோம், ரைட்? அதுதான் இந்த பிரசன்டேஷன்ல சாராம்சமா சொல்லியிருந்தவர். அதே நேரம் தொடர்ந்து ஒரு என்ஜினியரா நீங்க எப்பயுமே உங்களை அப்டேட் பண்ணி கொண்டிருக்கணும். நீங்க பழைய காலகட்டத்திலே இருந்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னால் புது புது டெக்னாலஜிஸ் வரைக உங்களால புதுசா வெளியே வர என்ஜினியர்ஸோட போட்டி போட இயலாத ஒரு சந்தர்ப்பம் வேறு. ஸோ இன்ஜினியர்ஸ் தொடர்ந்து நீங்க படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கணும். ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ. தட்ஸ் ஆல்.
Thank you, Dr. Logishan, for your translation. And I would like to thank Professor Udeni Navagomu and Engineer Tilak De Silva for your valuable time and presenting about ISL and ECSL to the students. So I hope the students absorb the knowledge that you delivered here, and we would like to see you as engineers and ethical and also competent engineers in 4 years' time. So again, thank you, sir. Thank you for joining. And for the students, if you have any, I think that all the questions were answered.
Yes,
So
whatever possible
okay.
will be answered, but I will be in the university always, right? So you can come
Yeah.
and meet me in the department.
Sure. So
And
Professor
also you are
Udeni
the
will be
student chapter.
okay. So
Okay,
students, you can
he is
join
a council member for engineering council also. He can answer on behalf
Yeah.
of the engineering council also.
Yeah, sure. Students, so you can join ISL UOM chapter as well. So next up, so students, when you have to
So
that
shall we
particular
log out
presentation,
then?
please. Yeah, sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, thank you
for
very
joining.
much, and
Thank you.
wish you all the best, the students, that you have a bright career future. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
wish
you,
you
sir.
all
Thank
the
you
best.
for joining.
Okay, wish you all the best.
Thank you,
And
sir.
we hope a very useful and very productive engineers will pass out, and you will contribute to the socio-economic development of the country. Thank you.